Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion and round 7 of LoA Prime. This is the Lotus 79 at Brands Hatch. Rumours of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. It's Gareth once again in the commentary box with Jools. Jools, how are you?
Great, yeah, welcome back. Glad you didn't get consumed by anything.
I saw many mighty lions and giraffes and zebras and all sorts of wonderful animals like that, but yes, none of them successfully ate me. So here I am.
You decided to come back.
I decided
to see us.
Yes, indeed, yeah. And we have some exciting stuff on the way, not just with this race, but coming up on the channel, so do keep an eye out for a special announcement very soon. Practice results then. Nick Lee on top from David Lyon. Gavin Kelly in third. Great result for him in the Airwolf. Tor Malloran in fourth. Merrin Hugavin, our reigning champion, in fifth. And Nico Martel from Club 1500 all the way up in sixth place. That's a great result for Nico, isn't it?
Yeah, great pace here for Nico in the Lotus. Looking at the championship standings now, Nick Lee with a commanding lead over Messenger, who's not actually racing here this evening.
So a good chance for Dave to sort of make his mark then. And Club 1500, right. It's Erik Piussi who's been won both the first two rounds, leading from Chris White, and Stephen Koenig up in third place. Had a Keith Schooling in fourth after his tremendous result at Long Beach.
That's right, but Piussi isn't here tonight either, so chance for others to get a little bit back onto him.
Yeah.
And then this says top split, but it's actually Club 1500, so
yeah.
You can see there that Necromancy Wizards and McLaren are having a battle, team peep together, holding third, ahead of the Shandy Squirrel, which is just Keith on his own.
Yes, so if you want to race with Keith in the Shandy Squirrel team, there is a space available. And then this is the top split then. Risky Ram Racing on top ahead of NGP, which is Nick. And there's obviously a space available in that team. And the A team just 1 point behind in third. Transmutation in fourth, yeah. So, Brands Hatch Classic British Circuit then. And who's on pole? It's David Lyon from the A team. A little surprise there. 112.035. And Nick Lee on the front row. Again, it really is their season, isn't it? Tor Malloran and Gavin Kelly on the second row. Stephen Maxwell and Merrin Hugavin, fifth and sixth. And then looking at the Club 1500, it's Chris Forrester on pole. Congratulations to him, with Chris White, his teammate, alongside him. Mark Zeff in third. Nico Martel not able to take his qualifying pace through to the race. He starts in fourth.
Yeah, bit of a light grid this week with the top split, only 6 drivers, but then several drivers are away.
Yes.
Or on holiday or not well.
Yeah, so a chance for the 6 that are there to get some good haul of points. And we hear Gavin Kelly just saying good luck. And Nick Lee not yet on the grid. See David Lyon's A-Team car and Gavin Kelly's Airwolf in fourth place.
I'd say that it's rather ill-advised for that person to be revving their engine, given that it's going to be a race that you can't get to the end of just one stop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And see, Nick Lee seems to have changed his livery slightly there.
Yeah, quite darker now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I can't remember exactly what it looked like before, but it looks different to me.
It does, yeah.
It's still revving away.
Still bluffing the throttle, yep. So it looks like all the cars have arrived on the grid.
Whoever's revving, you're not going to make it to the end.
Kelly's worked out the fuel problem as well. They're still going.
That fuel is precious.
Yeah, have you seen the price of it these days?
Wouldn't be able to fill up one of these, would you?
No.
Too much. Oh, the revs are rising for everybody now.
Must be ready to go. Green flag, and we're racing at Brands Hatch, and it's a great start by Dave Lyon, but Nick Lee challenging. Oh, we had a big crash at the back. 2 cars around. Forrester, from pole position, he's falling down the order.
Nick Lee's off.
Wow, big off for Nick Lee. Yeah, he's fallen right down the order. Good spot there. I was still looking at the leaderboard to find out who was involved in that earlier incident. And whoa, where's Kelly going?
Look like to the wall.
Kelly just caught on the power.
And this is our pole setter from Club 1500 is down in 10th, Forrester, as Malloran sneaks up the inside of line there.
What a move. Malloran into the lead. Yeah, Forrester, we saw him having the incident at the start and he was falling down the order. Here's Nick Lee then. defending hard from... Which of the Wizards is that?
That's
That's
Costa.
Costa.
Yep. Yeah, eventful for the pole setter for Club 1500 and the guy in 2nd and 4th in the top split already.
Yeah, agonising for Chris Forrester though to lose it from pole position in Club 1500.
Hopefully we'll see what happened.
Yeah, get a replay soon hopefully. So we saw Roberto Costa and he was leading his teammate Rich Meesters. Whoa, that's well close to the grass on that outer wheel there. So here's Kelly then limping back. He must have hit the wall. As you say, just got on the power and just... The car just torque steered on him, didn't it?
And that's Martel making a move on White to take the lead of Club 1500.
Yeah, and one of the team heaped together in there as well. That's Pruis.
Oh, yeah.
Yanniman Pruis.
Pruis just past White there. White's fighting back.
And Mark Zeff then in the other Marlborough car just behind White as well. So that's the Alfa Romeo livery. There he is.
And there's Nick Lee stalking the pair of them.
Yeah, and he's got a great chance here on this long run to try and do something about these cars ahead of him and get back towards Line and Malarin up front. And here's Rich Meesters. He must have had enough then. Looking like he's running quite slowly.
Running slowly.
So we've got one pep.
Lee hasn't made it past here. He's going to have to be a bit more patient.
Yeah. Here's Chris Forrester then. He's behind Keith Schooling and fighting his way back after his disastrous start.
I don't think he's pitted, has he? So he may be carrying some damage there.
Yeah, you can see the front of the car there looking a bit scruffed up. And this is obviously 4th position, so Keith's making him work for it.
Yeah, and you do have to work around this track. It's very narrow.
Yeah, it's a really tough track to pass on, isn't it? So this would be one of the opportunities then if he can carry the speed through Paddock Hill Bend and get up into Druids, where these cars are already heading through.
Yeah, there's Hugavin there who's slipped down the order. He's fighting with Lee there.
Oh, is there contact?
And Lee's got past Zeph as well. I couldn't see contact.
Yeah,
it was close.
It did look a bit bangy, didn't it? Potentially bangy, yeah. So what has happened to Malarin and why is he all the way down there?
Already on lap 3 and sorry, not Malarin, it was Hugavin, but Malarin is stretching away at the front.
Yeah, he's doing incredibly well. Right, replay of the start then. There's Forrester and Stephen Maxwell from the Wizards then. Abjuration. Oh, they just come together in the middle of the track. What a shame.
They were both wanting the same bit of space there, weren't they?
Yeah, oh, that absolutely sucks. Such a shame.
Yeah, it looks like Forrester come off a bit worse there. His rear wing's quite bent.
Yeah. And it's a real shame for Stephen Maxwell because that's the first time he got the car off the line really well.
Yes,
it
was.
Disastrous pair of starts. So Nick Lee then just running wide through Paddock Hill. And
yep, just slightly cold tyres, just asked a bit too much of them, it looked like.
Yeah, and you've got to say he's lucky that there's only 6 top split cars in the race because even with that disastrous start, he's only in 4th. And that's what happened to Kelly, look. Yeah, that's a big one.
The ice grass caught him out there.
Well, it just looked like he torque steered up. Yeah, got in the power too much and it just speared him right and into the wall.
I wonder if Dave made a mistake on Mr. Gear here because he wouldn't expect to pass into this corner. You wouldn't expect Malarin to get alongside him.
No.
So, possible mistake there for Line.
Yeah, we've got White and Zeff fighting hard here. Zeff to the inside. And he's making the move. Nicely done by Mark. Up into P3. So Lee now in 3rd place in top split. He's deposed Hugavin.
That's right. Lots of cars going off track. Maxwell's currently stopped off track.
Oh, there he is, yeah.
There he is.
That's such a tricky corner as well, though. It's very long. Slower than you think, but you need a really good run out of it because of that long straight after it.
That's right.
Here's Costa then.
Fastest lap at the Clutters from Martel. Oh.
Costa to the inside into Paddock Hill and don't quite get through on Koenig. And that's Steve Pepper behind him.
The replay. Up 2.
Oh, that's
just a twitch there.
Yeah, so that's what happened to Rich then. That's why he was going slowly. And here's what happened to Merrin. Ooh, just wide.
lucky not to be collected there.
Yeah,
those cars would have been blind.
that was nearly like Rob Miller at Zolder all over again, wasn't it?
It was, but yeah, that explains why he dropped back down into the reaches of Lee.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a dangerous circuit because there is no margin for error. You touch the grass and you're going to have an off of some description.
Yeah, you've got to push like those limits to get any pace around here.
Yeah, so
It's not like one of the more modern tracks where you have acres of runoff and you can safely push the limit. Here, you have to push the limit to be fast, and if you go an inch too wide, as you say, you're off the track.
yeah, it's not an easy circuit at all.
Fastest lap for Pruis in the clubbers.
Yep.
Looking to hunt down Martel. He's actually less than a second off of him.
Well, we've got a real race on here for Club 1500.
Meanwhile, Malaren is just dominating line.
And I thought I saw Hugvin blinking a little couple of reds just there, so maybe he had another small off.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be a stranger to the grass here so far.
So here's Mark Zeff then, currently running third in Club 1500. He's about 5 seconds to get back to Pruis ahead of him. And here's Nico Martel leading the way. Really started to find his form towards the end of last season, where especially once he stopped having that problem with the... Oh, what's happened here? Line's now in the lead. That's Malaren off.
Malaren, there he is.
I just saw him go red on the thing, but yeah. Oh,
That's Pruis round and
Oh, is he-
Malaren's collected.
oh no. That is a disaster.
For both
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Oh, unfortunate for Pruis and for Malaren. So Malaren's race has just gone from domination to just a complete nightmare in the space of half a lap.
You got to say David Liner's favourite now.
Yeah.
As we see, Forrest has got an unsafe pit entrance.
Oh no.
It's going bad to worse.
Yeah, poor old Chris. I mean, such an amazing pole
Yeah,
position.
If you put it on pole once, he can do it again.
He can. This season's going to go good for Chris.
Okay, I'll stay left here. Or right there. You go left.
It's like Martel's being lapped. Yep, there he is. Oh no, he's not being lapped.
I think he's just...
That's for position, but not really for
Yeah, he's
position.
just easing them free because there's no point fighting when you've got a 5 second lead to Zeff, who's now been promoted up into second after Pruis' unfortunate incident. On board with Nick Lee then.
See how much he's pushing. Looks like he took half a second out of line last lap.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, no, that's their best laps, isn't it?
Hugvin off track once again.
Okay, a 14.0 for line, and Lee puts in a 13.
Oh,
okay,
wow, that is...
I'm not going to claim that line is going to have it easy anymore. I don't.
No, I think the hunt is on. This is shaping up to be an interesting fight here.
And you've got to say that we've had two circuits so far not easy to pass on, and Lee has made passes on top split guys on both of them.
Did, yeah. Oh no, Pruis off again. And that's at Druids.
And Maxwell's showing stopped and has disappeared.
Oh no.
Oh, he's moving again.
There he is. A replay here then. This is Malaren's incident. Oh, just wide, catches the grass.
Line avoids him.
Just. And then how did...
Well, I would guess he put Pruis slightly off. Yeah, who lost it on exit, and then Joe was just recovering into him. Jeez.
Oh, this is Rich. Oh, unfortunate. That's a second for miss.
He stuck his wheel in the barrier.
Yeah. So Meester's in the pits and could be a lengthy repair. I think had he already been in for repair after that first incident?
I'm not sure. I need to see a graphic for how many pit stops people have done.
Yes.
And there's about a second between the top split and the top of Club 1500 at the moment as Hugvin mows the lawn again.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a wild ride.
Although he's got a fairly comfortable third place as it stands.
Yeah. There's a big gap back to Kelly, who's now in fourth place with Maxwell and Malaren's demise.
I get one saving grace. I guess Kelly will not have to fuel save now. He's going to make another stop regardless, and everybody else is, so he can probably just push.
Yes. Yeah, so we could have a race on for third place in top split. That's a respectable lap from Kelly, all 13.5. The gap at the front down nearly to 4.0. Look, he's coming down very, very quickly indeed.
Yeah, there's a bit too long for the line, isn't there? There's still like 30 laps for him to survive.
Yeah, he's going to have to start pushing fast if he wants to win this one. 13.8 for line then, so he's going slower than Kelly. And a fastest lap.
The new fastest lap for Nick Lee, 12.8. That's another second gone.
Wow. Yeah,
Dave's going to have to brush up on his defensive skills at this rate in about 4 laps.
Yeah, it's not going to be long, is it?
It's like Kelly's just gone past schooling.
Forrester.
Not that they're not racing for position.
No. Forrester with the fastest lap for Club 1500, then 14.1.
Yeah, be kicking himself that obviously that accident took him out.
Yeah. And I did some driving like in the officials with Chris in this car before, last year sometime, and he was definitely rapid. He's got pace with this car, so I know he's going to have a win at some point this season. Gap at the front officially under 4 seconds now, 3.8. It's coming down all the time. And where is line on the track map? Look, he's just on the long straight then.
Yeah, he's got a big old gap in front of him, nice clean air, but probably he wants to get traffic so that he can maybe have it disadvantage Lee.
Yeah,
But it's just as likely disadvantage. He's put in a personal best though, 13.6, but that's still 6 tenths slower than Lee.
Yeah, Lee is coming fast, and he can see line ahead of him now as they go through Druids.
Personal best for Zeph, 14.2, so that's only a tenth off Forrester.
Yeah, and as we look, we can see that the gap is coming down between Zeph and Martel, so Zeph is definitely in the hunt for the win here. On board with Stephen Koenig as he comes from Paddock Hill.
Yeah, and White as well, he's only a second behind Zeph, so there's 3 of them there.
Yeah, so we've got a good fight here for the Club 1500. As we see Gavin Kelly getting past Steve Pepper.
Yep, nice and graciously let past that, no point fighting.
Yeah. Steve, one of our USF 2000 commentators.
Yes, indeed. Enjoy watching those. Got 3 Marlboro cars together. This is like
yeah, I mean they are different liveries. You can see.
They are, yes.
It's funny because the one you most associate with the McLaren isn't the McLaren. It's the Alpha. Oh, looks like
Malaren
gone red again. Yeah, has he crashed?
Yeah, he's moving. He must be on the grass.
Ah, yeah.
That's top straight, isn't it? So that's a very easy place to put it on the grass.
It is, yeah. I mean, this track it's not one I get on with, I must admit. I enjoy it, but I do struggle. And we're on board with Roberto Costa, currently running P5, so he's looking for a nice haul of points here. And he's chasing down Koenig just ahead of him. Oh, that was a big closing speed there. Koenig really stamped on the brakes. Is he going to take it up into Druids? No.
A bit far back, but show your nose, put the other driver off.
Yeah, and Koenig is taking a very scenic route around the hairpin there. This is a great little bend, isn't it? The bottom bend. It's very...
Yeah.
It's hard to really learn that line and just that there's that bit that you can run wide onto and use all that grass on the exit, but it's hard to master it.
Yeah, and to use all that grass creep,
Yeah.
I like these next 3 corners.
Yes, no, the
especially when you got it on optimal conditions, you can pretty much almost flat out the first one, and then you take so much curb here.
Oh, Berto's round.
But he's dropped it. Oh dear, and he's gone into the wall.
Shame, yeah. And this is where Beitske passed Jamie Chadwick on the final round of W Series Season 1.
All right.
She made the move round here and practically 2 wheels on the grass. It's one of the most exciting overtakes you've ever seen, actually. It's incredible. But Beitske knew she had one opportunity to really try and get the title. And it was, yes, incredible stuff. Well worth looking up on YouTube.
Will do. But it's Hawthorne Bend, isn't it? Westfield Bend, and then Dingledale Corner.
Yeah,
I think those are my favourite 3.
It was through the Dingledale, through the dip is where she did the move, I think. Oh,
Keith
Keith.
schooling us into the pits, missing his front wing.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. He was running well before.
Well, the McLaren drivers are together here between with Samaging Zeph, but obviously Forrester unfortunately is a lap down.
Yeah, but with the amount of incidents, he's not out of this. You know, I mean, it's entirely possible for all these 5 guys ahead of him to have a spin or an incident and Chris to recover that lap. So,
although Chris is red at the moment.
Oh, as I say that.
As you say that, and so is
Hoogervin again.
Oh dear.
And he's got these guys coming through. Hold on. There goes one of the team heat together, and here comes the other one behind him.
That means Kelly's only about 12 seconds behind him now.
Yeah.
Race is back on for podium.
And checking in with our front battle, we can see that it's only 3 seconds now between Line and Lee.
Yeah, so the closing speed had slowed a bit, but it's sped up again.
So we can go left, right.
Dave using all of the grasscrete there.
Oh, he's got to use everything, hasn't he, to try and keep ahead.
Yeah.
This is a real sweat for Line now. He might be a triple
I
champion.
like this corner as well.
Yes.
Because it's cambered to enable you to take it faster than it looks like you can.
Yeah, and it comes up so fast after the other two. It's quite it's a great little sequence of corners. I mean, the whole the Grand Prix loop, it's so much shorter than you think, but every corner on it is really good.
Exactly. You're listening, Dom.
Oh, slow lap for Lee there, a 14.8. Got a replay here. Oh, Pepper dropping it on the front of the corner.
Oh, into the pit wall.
What a shame. And here's Malarin running wide.
Well, this would be why he was red.
Yeah.
Surprised he kept out of the wall though. That was a nice job.
Yep. Yeah, just as you predicted though. And this is what happened to Keith.
They got a snapper.
Yeah. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's so hard to save though when they go wrong like that. Chris Forrester living dangerously. Keeps it out the wall though. And someone was that Hoogervin ran in the background?
That's Hoogervin behind him, yeah.
And Nick Lee, whoa.
Oh, that would be why Nick Lee had a slow lap.
Yeah, that's the 14.8 then. It hasn't given any reprieve to Line though. Look, 2.0 now is the gap. And we're on.
The Line has got traffic though, hasn't he?
Yeah, we're on board with Line. I'm just trying to look in his mirrors and see if I can see Lee behind us. That's Keith ahead.
There he is.
There he is. He's coming.
Yeah, 14.2 for Line and a 12.6
That's
for Lee.
12.5 is his fastest lap though. He is pushing so fast. It's Steve Pepper ahead of us. No, it's not. Sorry, it's one of the wizards. Which one was it? Oh, was it Maxwell keeping out of the way? Yes.
Yep.
Maxwell keeping out of the way then,
but there's no gap now.
There's no gap at all.
Gone.
But this next corner is so fast, it's incredibly hard to pass as you go through the south. Was it Hawthorne, isn't it?
Yep.
Stonking corner. I remember I had a big crash there with Sam Stott and GT3.
But at least sticking with him, even in that dirty air, he's right on his tail, 2/10.
But where can he make the move?
So much more curb he took there.
Yeah, he's got so much more confidence in this track,
which gives him a run into clear ways.
Yeah.
Traffic getting out of the way, but he does have a run.
He's got to carry it through Paddock Hill.
Yeah, try and make a move. No, he's dropped back a bit. Patience, he's got plenty of the race to go.
Yeah. Nicely done by Pepper, getting out of the way there to let the leaders through. Well done, Steve. The last thing you'd want to do is trip these two up as they're battling for the lead like this. Oh, look how much more speed he's carrying.
He's going to have to stamp on the brake to avoid going into the back.
Yeah, yeah. It's such a shame that Hawthorne's such a fast bend because he had such a good... Well, he didn't carry the speed on the exit, unfortunately, but... Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Kelly still putting in good times in 4th place. Oh, big snapper there by Line. Looked like he nearly lost control there. Nicely held.
He's probably looking at the lap counter and going, God, how many laps have I got to hold him on?
Yeah, I bet the sweat's running through his eyes. So I mean, this is the classic overtaking corner, isn't it? Obviously the Druid's hairpin, but you've just got to stick so close through Paddock Hill to make it work, and obviously everyone's going to be really wary of you. And
yes.
Know that that's where it's going to come. So it makes it easier to defend, I suppose.
If you get a good exit here, this is a good chance as well.
Yeah, but you've got to really be alongside or even ahead before you get to Hawthorne.
Yeah, we learnt that from earlier seasons.
Yeah.
A few incidents here.
Yes, indeed. Ooh, Chris White's just had an incident as well. Looks like he's still going now. He's just got back on track after running wide at Paddock Hill Bend. 3.3 is the gap between Martel and Zeph in Club 1500. It is gradually easing down, and Koenig's gone up to 3rd. He's just overtaken White.
White is
stopped at Druids.
Again.
Yeah,
Druids
gets it going then. Koenig didn't look like he was going particularly quickly though.
No, White's gone straight back past.
Oh, do we think that maybe there was an instant between? Oh, look at this! Nick Lee down the inside.
Surprise.
Oh, he's run him off. Nice. Wow, what a great move. I hope we get a replay of that one, because that was a storming move by Nick Lee to take the lead of this race on lap 19 of 41.
He just surprised. Suddenly he was up the inside.
Yeah.
Well, if it carries on the way it has been, then he's going to run and hide now.
But we saw how far back he was at the start of this race after running wide on literally corner 1 of the race.
Well, he had like most of the field to get past as
Yeah.
well. Koenig's off as well.
Oh no.
It was quite badly damaged looking right side pod there.
Yeah, a lot of cars going through, including our leaders.
Yeah, that's crabbing. He's going to have to pit for repairs, surely.
Definitely, yeah. Get the old meatball.
He's already put a 2nd online.
Yeah, he's on crushing form this season, Nick Lee.
The only person that can defeat him this race is himself at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, Martel is losing time still to Zeph. The gap's closing.
Replay of Chris White's incident then.
Oh, yeah.
So I just thought that, yeah, it didn't look like he was in the right place on the track, just lost grip. Koenig just running wide. Getting collected by the barriers.
Fast lap there for Hoogerman. In fact, he's actually keeping Kelly at bay.
Yeah, fast lap from Kelly as well though, so it's still on. But this season then very much shaping up to be a 2-horse championship then between Nick Lee. Oh, as Chris White runs wide again. Nick Lee and David Lyon for the title, it would appear then. Although
Does seem to be,
I mean, Malarin is looking very quick this season. And the Risky Time boys were looking very quick when they're here. They were very good at Long Beach, weren't they? Messenger and Ettridge.
Yeah, 2 drops would mean that they're not out of it yet.
Well, let's hope they're at the next race then, which will be at Hockenheim. As pit stops are
That's right.
Martel in and Mark Zeph as well. The 2 leaders from Club 1500. Let's see how these stops affect the gap between them. Lyons pulled the gap back under 2 seconds. Then, unsafe pit entrance for Hoogervin. It's going from bad to worse. This should give Kelly the podium, I would have thought.
Yeah, because it's not 15 seconds. I think it's more 40 seconds that they hold you for.
Wow, that's a long time. As you can see, Kelly now up into third, and they were only sort of 7 seconds apart on track, weren't they? So
that's right.
Forrester,
Kelly will have to stop again.
yeah. And I was talking about it earlier. Look, Forrester now up into 5th, and he's not a lap down on the rest of the field in Club 1500.
It's true, yes.
Here he is.
So this is 4th position.
It is, yeah. He's done a great job then to recover that much distance already. Lee and Line in the pit, and Line ahead. Presumably that's just because of the pit stalls, yes.
It's probably because of his pit stalls, yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Bit of a jump as they come out the pit there. Hugavin now exiting the pits as well. He's down in 5th, so we've got a charge on and a race between Malarin and Hugavin, which could be fun to see.
See if Line can find some pace now the pit stops are over.
Yeah, he doesn't like fuel saving, does he? And that's Rich Meesters behind him then. Rich currently running in 9th place in Club 1500 after his earlier trip to the barriers.
Kelly's into the pits.
Pepper in the pits as well. Forrester now up into 4th then, so... Yeah, Pepper's now in 7th, look, and he was in 4th, wasn't he, just a minute ago when we saw him in Forrester on the screen, so
That's right,
I assume he pitted. There's Nico Martel still leading them in Club 1500, and the gap has extended slightly after the pit stops.
Yeah, trading lap times here. One lap he's faster, then the next lap Zeph is faster.
Meanwhile, Lee now 3 seconds ahead, and Zach Pruis off again, having a little instant. Forrester in the pits. Oh no, Chris! An unsafe pit entrance for Chris Forrester then. That's
the second one of...
After such a great recovery drive, to then have that, I hope he can... He's going to have to do it all over again.
Still half the race to go.
Yep.
Just about.
It's not all, isn't...
Can make up some places.
Absolutely, yeah. Kelly 51 seconds behind the leader. Oh, Chris White having a second off.
Is that third off?
Second or third, yeah. It's been a few.
Trying to get back on there. The grass is not being kind.
No. In fact, look at the gaps. It's mirroring Club 1500 and Top Split. The gaps are actually mirrored all the way down to 4th, and in fact all the way down. That's amazing.
Yes. Oh, there we go. So Kelly, Maxwell, Pruis, Forrester, and Schooling have done 2 stops at this point. We did have another Pepper on the grid, but they didn't start the race. It's just they showed up just for practice. That would be James.
That would be James, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the photos of the rig developments going on in the Pepper household, and it's all very good stuff. Steve's got an amazing
big chunk of time from Zeph there, taking out Martel that lap.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve's got an amazing set of new hydraulic pedals. I'm very jealous of those.
Lucky boy.
And did you spot Mr. Parker got in very quick on the can I borrow your BJ Sim Sports?
Always looking to upgrade.
Yep. Yes, I've had wifely permission I'm allowed to save up for an upgrade, so thank you, Emily.
Nice.
Yep, I'm excited about that.
I'm confused where Line's pace has gone, given practice and qualifying. And White's gone red again. Oh dear. It's going to bring him back into the range of Koenig, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, I mean, as we were talking about earlier, I mean, look at that. He's 2 wheels on the grass on the entry to that corner there. It's a track where, you know, he can put together a hot lap, but when you've got to do it so consistently for 41 laps, it's a big ask. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just holding a few tenths in reserve to make sure he gets to the end here. He hasn't put a wheel wrong yet, unlike everyone else, so...
That's very true, yes.
Oh, and Martel, actually. I mean, yeah, full credit to Martel and Zeph as well in Club 1500. I don't believe they've made a mistake either. But in top split, yeah, it's only Lion who hasn't made a mistake.
I'm sure some people would have loved to have made Nicola Lee's mistake, and that would be it.
Yeah.
That was like a non-mistake.
Yeah.
He didn't really lose out from it. The next lap he was 2 seconds faster than Lion. Oh,
Marin Hugavin.
who's this? Hugavin again?
Oh, reigning champion. Oh, that's bent. Very bent. Is that the end of it? Oh, so here's his unsafe pit entry. Here's a replay.
And I guess this would be Forrester's also unsafe pit entry. It's crossing the line too late.
It's very strict, isn't it?
Hopefully this is a safe one from Hugavin.
But has he used his fast repair?
I think he has, yeah.
So this will be a lengthy stop.
Yep.
Here's Martel then putting a lap on one of the team heat together.
Yeah, that's
That's
Koenig.
Koenig, yep. And 71. And here comes Zeph behind. 2.3 is the gap between these guys now.
It's very even Stevens, their fastest laps.
Yeah.
Line was a bit quicker than Lee the last lap, but it's probably ebbing and flowing because of traffic. I noticed they've just passed Costa and Forrester.
It's definitely... Oh, here's a replay of what happened to Marin then. Oh, that's a big one.
A little bit of grass.
One very lightly used. Oh, that's the big one for Chris. Oh, and he hit the wall that time.
That's going to be a realignment needed on those wheels.
Yeah. Take it in quick fit, Chris. Get it sorted.
Oh, it reminds me I need to book in for my MOT. I keep forgetting to do it.
Oh, there you go. You see, the LoA is full of helpful hints.
But we still got we've still got so many laps left. I'll have forgotten by the end of it.
So here's our Club 1500 battle then. Nico Martel versus Mark Zeph. 2.7, well, about 3 seconds is the gap. It's ebbing and flowing, as you rightly say. And we've got Pepper off and Schooling off at the same time.
Pepper at Druids and Schooling I can't see.
Let's hope it's not... Well, are they together? Pepper gets it going again.
Schooling is just ahead of him, so they may well have been together. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that.
Oh.
Malarin, he's used up all of his incident points.
It is quite a strict limit we have in the LoA, so yeah.
It's less strict than last season.
That was a...
That's White
again, yeah. He might be getting a drive through at this rate as well.
I think a hunch is that he's not enjoying this race,
No.
and maybe would like the track to be slightly wider. Just a few inches will do him.
I mean, they are... It's quite a wide car, isn't it? I mean, not as wide as today's cars, but...
No, but they're like lorries.
Yeah.
That's a replay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pepper got...
It's like Pepper got a bit of a lock-up and Keith just got a bit fixated by the looks of.
Oopsies.
It's like snooker there. Just potting him in the corner pocket. I would guess that Nicola Lee has eased up a bit now. He's got a 4-second lead. Probably now he's like, I don't want to make any mistakes.
Yeah, but as we said in Long Beach, you you need to you can't let off too much and take it easy, or you're going to have an incident. Pretty slow lap for Maxwell there. Look at 15.8. Must have had something going on.
White's gone red again. Oh dear.
Chris.
He's still third somehow. But he's got to drive through as well.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
That means Malarin must have had a drive-through that we missed, because...
No, we saw it pop up.
Oh,
yeah, he's just been in.
So, I was going to say, I thought he'd been disqualified.
No, he just came through the pit lane just now. Hugovin's still in the pits, obviously, with his heavily damaged car. And here's Nick Lee. Let's see what this lap time's like then. His last one was a 13.6, so... Another 13.6.
Super consistent, isn't it?
Super consistent, yeah.
But he's driving very precisely. Line behind him.
15.1.
Looks like, getting past Pepper possibly cost him. He's got schooling next. It's good that those two managed to continue with White's gone red again. Yeah. Oh dear.
But as you say, he's still third, so it's not like it's worth parking. Hopefully keep...
No, keep going. Just maybe drive a bit slower.
Yeah. Hopefully Keith just pulled over on that straight there just to let Dave through. It's a safe way to do it.
Looks like.
And Koenig into third, look.
Oh dear, White's pitted. Oh yeah, for his
drive through, yeah. So obviously Pruis, Pepper, Costa, Forrester, Meesters, all one... Oh no, Meesters 2 laps down, but all the others are 1 lap down, so it's hard to see what the gaps are like between these cars.
Yeah, we need intervals. There's White coming out after serving his drive-through.
Pruis just done a 50... Oh, so he's not that far behind him, look.
No, he was... you don't lose too much, at least, from a drive-through.
No, Pruis just going through the Druids, and White is going through the bend just after that.
Very wide for Costa.
Costa living dangerously, yep. Here's Chris Forrester. Now down in 8th place. So this is going to be full.
Catch him.
Oh no!
He's lost it. Oh jeez. Those McLaren cars are cursed. Oh, this White goes off again.
So
I see.
This is full position then.
White stopped on track. Pruis has gone past him.
He's fallen down. Oh, he's towed. I think that's probably the end of his race, isn't it? Oh look, he's missing the whole front wing. Oh, well done, Chris, taking all of it off. Don't think I've seen anyone do that yet.
So that's Koenig moving up into 3rd and Pruis in 4th.
Koenig has never been on the podium, has he?
Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
I have a feeling that if he hangs on to this could be a first podium for Stephen Koenig, the world's fastest backmarker.
Well, let's hope he holds on then.
And has Lyon had some sort of incident? I know you said he was struggling to get through some of the backmarkers, but look, he is... he's now nearly 8 seconds behind as Costa comes in.
Well, maybe he's given up. I don't know. He's certainly got a long gap back to Kelly, so he doesn't need to go particularly
fast. He's got no threat from behind, of course. But and oh no, Steve Pepper off. I do like that livery; it's very nice, even with the very bent front rear wing. And here comes Chris Forrester from behind him as well. So this will be for position for P5. There goes Chris.
Yep, wasted no time there.
So Forrester up into 5th. Meester's having a bit of an adventure on the way into the pit lane. And will that be an unsafe pit entry as well? Yes.
That's your answer.
I thought it looked a bit like he'd missed the line.
Yeah, you got to get across the line into the lane before that line there across the track.
Yes. Let's hope we don't see too many of those adventures at Hockenheim.
Side by side wizard action.
Tom Malarin and Nico. Stephen Maxwell, I beg your pardon.
It's Malarin up into 4th.
Even with a drive-through.
Even with a drive-through.
Yeah, and Kelly's now fallen to a minute behind, so the gap has extended to the leaders out in front. So Wonder if he's had a couple of scruffy laps as well.
Yeah, so he's just passed Costa, but there was nobody else around.
He's still done a 13.4. Look, that's not a bad lap.
Possibly it was the lap before
Yeah.
then.
Lyon's done a 13.1 as a personal best. And Nick Lee with his crazy 12.5.
Yeah, Malaren's got pace. He's got a 12.7. He's just obviously had a few adventures.
Well, as I was saying before, if he can... Yeah, he's having these problems, but when he's on track and fast, he's very fast in this car. And we know he's...
Not as fast as he is in the
No, he's
USF.
crazy good in that. Meanwhile...
Gap between Martel and Zef still stubbornly remaining around 3 seconds.
Yeah.
There's no rest for Martel or Zef.
I'm keeping an eye on it, and I got very excited when it got down to 2.5, and then like it literally just bounced up to 3 seconds within the space of 10 seconds. It's just ebbing and flowing. And Lauren's scything his way through the traffic through Steve Pepper and Creef Schooling. Replay here then, Chris White having another adventure, lap 31. Oof.
Yeah, that was the one that finished him off, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that took the whole front wing off. And here's Rich having that. Oh dear. Oh wow.
Kelly was lucky. That may have been why Kelly lost a bit of time, maybe.
I think so. He stopped to change his pants.
There wasn't much space between those guys.
I wouldn't mind seeing that from on board, actually. That looked scary as. And here's Line then making his way past Koenig, who has now lost P3 to his teammate Yellowman Pruis, who is now up into P3 in Club 1500.
Yeah, he's about a corner behind him.
Yeah, Stephen wasn't making it easy there for Line, was he?
No, he seemed to fancy a bit of a battle.
Yeah.
There.
And Zef...
That's pushed the lead up to 11 seconds for Lee.
Oh, it's crushing.
Yeah, what's happened with Zef and Martel? Bad lap for Zef there.
Massively bad lap.
There he is.
Car looks okay.
He's not lapped anybody. He's catching them two laps.
I wonder if he must have had a little off or an adventure or something. But he's... Yeah, as I say, the car doesn't look damaged or anything, so... Costa, though, he's off the track again.
He is having an adventure.
Yes. Oh, and a drive-through for Costa. What?
Well, that's the cost of it.
Oh, no. Very good. What was the race that we had where no one wanted to finish in the F3?
No one wanted
the
to
one where
finish.
they kept going. Everyone got drive-throughs and DQs, and it wasn't.
It's been a few.
Was it Barfest?
Maybe. That's quite a dangerous
Yeah,
track.
there was one. I'm sure there was one at Barfest, and then there was another one where it was just a ridiculous amount of retirements last season. I had to dig through the archives and remind myself. Very entertaining.
Yeah. The archives are growing too big, though.
They are.
There's too many to go through.
Yes, on my plane home from Kenya, I watched Merrin Hugavin and Chris White's debut race in the LoA. So here's a bit of trivia for you. Which season? Which track?
Ugh.
It wasn't bleh.
Season 4?
No.
Season 3?
Yep.
He did the FR2.
Yeah, they both did.
I can't even remember which races we raced in the FR2.
I'll tell you. It was Summit Point, the second to last round of the season.
Malaren
Look,
has had an incident.
he ran over a speed hump or something. That car looks...
He's broken it.
Yeah, I think that's the end of his race there.
Oh, he's gone again.
I'm not surprised. One wheel was sticking up in the air. I think he had a broken wishbone there. Yep, he's out of the race. Yeah, so it was Merrin's first ever race in the LoA, and he finished on the podium. And
Oh, nice.
and it was and Chris White's first ever race, and he was in a Batman livery.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I kind of remember now us kind of tipping Merrin to do well in the next season because he arrived late in the FR2.
Exactly, yeah. And I think he got a podium at the final round at Lime. We did Lime Rock with the stupid chicane for the final round of the season.
I'll have to remind myself. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, as you saw, Lauren's now been disqualified for too many instant points.
As Maxwell goes the wrong way, gets it back going.
Sadly, Hugerman isn't running, so he can't take advantage of the Lauren's misfortune.
No.
So this is what happened: is he just wandered onto the grass?
Probably thinking about biscuits.
Yeah, or Swedish fish.
Oh, that rotten herring stuff.
No, the sweets.
Oh, right.
Those rotten, the rotten sharks and stuff. That's Iceland, isn't it? They have the rotten shark.
Oh yeah, in Sweden they do the rotten herring, and it's like the tin swells up because it's under so much pressure. My father-in-law eats it. He says it's nice.
Some people enjoy that stuff. Now, Nick Lee has only got a couple more laps to go after this one. Taking it easy, passing Schooling there. As he's got plenty of a gap.
Yeah, and
Kelly's gained about 7 seconds.
He has, yeah.
So, Line hasn't, though.
No. He's still putting in good laps, though. 13.2 for Line now.
As Pruis is off in 3rd.
Oh, could all still be to play for then in Club 1500 for P3.
But we've got intervals up, so Forrester is 20 seconds behind.
And
Koenig's about 3 seconds back from Pruis.
It just shows you what a tremendous job Nico Martel and Mark Zeff have done to be this far ahead of everyone else in Club 1500. They've both driven superb races.
They indeed have. Oh no, there must be the interval. Kelly's actually a minute and 4.
I see.
That's why.
So it's how far behind Line he is, yeah. So through clearways, Nick Lee comes one more time to complete lap 39. Makes his way onto lap 40. 2 laps to go. Everyone else will be delighted because they know they don't quite have to do 41 laps. Except for Lion and Kelly. Martel and Zeff. On board with Martel. What a great job he's done this race.
Haven't seen a single error. Obviously Zeff, unfortunate for him that Martel's in the race, otherwise he would have had an easy victory.
Yeah. But it's a really strong showing from Mark though, and it's really exciting because it what's going to happen when we get to Hockenheim, which is a great track for overtaking, and
should be,
presumably Mr. Piussi will be back as well, hopefully. So, and we know Chris Forrester's showing form, we know Chris White is, Pruis is showing well. Got a really exciting season shaping up in Club 1500.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a bit more of a challenge for Nick Lee in the top split, and hopefully we'll get a few more of the drivers back.
We will, yeah, we definitely have a few of them back. But
heard actually we might get Reece Crichton.
That'd be cool.
He's possibly back for a bit, and he's very fast in the Lotus.
Yes, yeah, it'd be lovely to have him back in the championship, and as you say, he's blindingly quick with his car. Final lap of the race then for Nick Lee, as we see Kelly coming up behind Zeff. Zeff's just lost a couple more seconds to Martel ahead of him. There's Martel on his final tour. Here he comes then, just one corner to go.
Oh, no, he's got a few more.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong bit of track there. But yeah,
about half the lap.
What a season he's having so far, though. What's that? First, second, and first.
First, yeah.
Whereas Line's been.
Yeah.
Line got. Was Line second? No. Line retired at Long Beach, didn't he?
No, he crashed. Yeah. He crashed at Long Beach. He got first last race, so yeah. Yeah, Lee has really let off the gas here. Gap's coming down.
Yeah, well,
time to celebrate.
Congratulations to Nick Lee then, winning at Brands Hatch. And his second win of the season, second win in the LoA. David Lyne.
There's Lyne, second.
Yeah. Congratulations to Dave. Got a bit of a wait then for to Kelly to get round because.
Oh yeah, he's fair way
well,
back. He's going to finish behind Martel.
Yeah,
there.
we're 1 minute 13 race. You see, Piussi and Koenig have now finished. Third and fourth for them. Unlucky to Steve to not quite grab that podium. Here's Martel then. Couple of corners to go for him. He's going to be delighted with this one. As I say, he had a few races last season. Once he got it sorted out with his headset, he was doing really well. Oh, Piussi in the wall. But he's finished the race, so he doesn't need to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, Nico Martel winning Club 1500 at Brands Hatch. And Zeph's fallen a very long way back at the end of this race. Here he is.
Doesn't matter because everybody's finished behind him. So congratulations, Mark Zeph.
Great drive by Mark there. Very excited to see what he can do later on in the season. So as we wait for the final classifications, there we go then. Nick Lee winning from David Lyne, Gavin Kelly, Stephen Maxwell a lap down, Tor Malarin and Merrin Hugavin both retiring from the race. And in Club 1500, a great win for Nico Martel, a fantastic race for Mark Zeph in second place, Janneman Piussi having a few adventures on his way to third, ahead of Stephen Koenig, Chris Forrester what might have been, Steve Pepper in sixth, Roberto Costa in seventh, Schooling in 8th, Chris White in 9th, Meesters in 10th and James Pepper not starting in 11th. Championship standings then, and it's a big lead for Nick Lee. Lyne now up into second and Kelly, huge jump up into third place ahead of Messenger, Malarin, Hugavin, Ettridge, Miller, Maxwell and Winslade in 10th.
Don Parker there.
He's also on 30 points as well, yeah, just clocked that. Erik Piussi remains in the lead on Club 1500 ahead of Chris White, Martel up into third, Koenig in fourth, Piussi, Forrester, Schooling, Costa, Mark Zeph up into ninth.
Missed opportunity, I think, for White there. If he'd finished anywhere in the top few positions, he would have overhauled.
Yeah, absolutely right, yeah. As we look at the top split standings for the teams, then it's NGP back up on top ahead of the A team, Wizards Transmutation up to third, Risky Ram down to fourth, Airwolf up one and Wizards Abjuration down one. ETM staying in seventh ahead of Wizards Conjuration in eighth.
Hopefully we're here to see the ETM drivers
Yep,
next race.
hopefully we'll see both of those and hopefully we'll see the second Airwolf as well. With Nathan Parker. So, Club 1500, it's Wizards Necromancy remaining on top ahead of McLaren. Team Heap Together remaining on third. Wizards Illusion up to fourth. And DSR up to fifth. Up 2 places. So that was a great round. Next time though, we're going to Hockenheim. That's going to be an enormously fun race because there's going to be lots of overtaking, I am sure. So make sure you join us for that one. And as a reminder, you can find us at limitofadhesion.com, facebook.com/limitofadhesion. Come and say hi on Discord and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, Jools. See you next time.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.